Early in the morning of our second day in Jakarta, we met with a local humanitarian organization that was loading food onto pellets and would later distribute them to the community. At the same base camp for recovery was IFAW Care's clinic tent. Here, the team would be vaccinating and sterilizing animals, both companion animals and wildcats, called kucing liar. Once the clinic was fully prepped, we made our way into a village just east of the base camp to locate animals in need. We had to explain to pet owners what our objective was and what we were offering for animals. As many people are now just beginning to recover from the floods, this typical animal welfare program was not expected to be offered. Many of the communities are infested with wildcats, and because of the fear of the spread of disease, many were eager to accept our assistance. Several animals in need were identified and brought back to the base camp. These animals were immediately medicated and vaccinated, and several were prepared for sterilization. After about 10 minutes, one by one, pet owners, mostly housewives, were bringing their animals to the clinic tent. These images for me were monumental because I have rarely seen such a love for companion animals in Indonesia, outside those who are in the animal welfare field. It was extremely heartwarming and an obvious step towards the protection of these animals. One lady was asked what the name of her cat was, and holding it tightly, she replied, "Bettina," and smiled. Another young girl was a little apprehensive to hand over her cat that she had brought for treatment, but eventually she knew what was best and stood by her precious friend while it was treated with deworming meds and vitamins. This sight of owners bringing their animals continued for several hours. It was more than we could have hoped for. All in all, this day of recovery was successful. With cans of free food left for animals in these villages, and with the majority of them now vaccinated, we can only hope that the welfare of these animals was significantly improved.